It is time for an unwrapping video. Hey everyone, it is Shannon and I'm super excited to be here today and to share with you this unwrapping. This is going to be a carryover, so these are a bunch of books that didn't make it into their original video per color, which I have done so far. I think I have enough for 2 carryover or spillover or everything else videos, and this is going to be all of the largest books. So these are hefty, these are big titles. These are all probably, like this set of 6 books is each probably, I'd say 800 pages each. Woo! And then otherwise I also picked ones that were just really physically like wide, and if there weren't any big ones of a particular category, I just picked the biggest of each category. So this is going to be a total free-for-all, like just chaos. And I have a lot to go through, and so we're going to get this started. So I'm so curious as to what these 2 books are. These are 2 books that I know what they are, I just don't know which is which. How could you? They are the same color. They are the exact same size. These are both from my longest on my Goodreads TBR, or the longest books on my TBR, and I am reading them both for a particular project. One is a Western, one is a classic. One starts with L, one starts with A, and I don't know which is which. I think this is the one that starts with L just because of the picture, but you know what? The picture doesn't have anything to do with it. So let's see if this is a Western starting with L. No. Oh, did I? Is that? No, I did not get it right. I did not get it right. It is not a Western starting with L. It is a classic starting with A. Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. So this isn't it. So, but I have the movie tie-in edition, and I'm actually looking forward to this. I think it has pretty short chapters. It does look like it, which I find helpful. But yeah, this sucker is, boy, this edition is 963 pages. 963 pages. So this should be a Western that starts with the letter L. Is it? And it should be brown. That's the back. That's more paper. Yeah, I can tell by the cover. Is it? That's more paper. Even more paper. Is it? Yes! Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. I'm really looking forward to watching this, to reading this. And my edition, is a bit shorter at 858 pages. I've heard this one actually, even though it's really long, it reads rather quickly, so I'm looking forward to it. So these are 2 of the longest books on my TBR. What on earth are these other 4 huge books? So these ones, I knew what they were. Let's see what this one is. Oh, I do know what this one is. This one was a mini-series. Last year in the fall, it aired on CBC, but I think it was a British miniseries, and it's a classic. Oh, maybe not. That's not what I was expecting to see. Is it? Yes. Okay, so we have Vanity Fair by William M. Thackeray, and this is a satire. Satire is not something I tend to resonate with because I never know what they're referencing. So this is 743 pages. I actually love that cover. I got this at Bookends. They had 2 covers, and I wasn't sure which one to go with, and I went with that one. I think also because it felt more, that's still very, that print is pretty small. It's a big one. It's a big one. Okay, so this one, no, I don't know what this one is. Oh, okay. I think this is going to be on a project, I think. Okay, so The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. This is historical fiction with maybe some speculative fiction elements. I think, and it is, let's just do the page count. Oh, this has some reference-y materials at the back, so I'm not, oh no, that says part 12. 832 pages. I think it won the Man Booker Prize. I think it might have won the Giller or was shortlisted, maybe? Oh God, so many pages. That's only 4 books and it's like this big. Okay, this one, I don't know. Oh, I do know. I do know because I thought this would have been unwrapped in, like with all the other books, but I couldn't find it. So it is. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this. So it is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. This is a fantasy novel. It's sort of like the team gets back together for one last adventure kind of idea. I ended up picking it up because it was up for the BookTube SFF Awards, but then I never ended up reading it. And then there is another one, Bloody Rose, but I don't know how connected they are, and Bloody Rose features female characters. And they were once the best of the best, the most feared and renowned crew of mercenaries. But their glory days are long past. And I think that's kind of fun because often in a lot of fiction, especially fantasy, we do often follow younger protagonists. So I thought it was nice to have like some people who were not as young, people who are with their glory days in the past. Old, fat, drunk, or a combination of all three. I know, I think it's going to be fun. So that is, oh, did I say the page count? I don't need to do this. Oh, this one's 494 pages, which seems short in comparison to these other titles. Okay, next up is this one. This one is hardcover. I think I know what it is. I think it's also sort of historical with a magical sort of element. Yeah, I think so. This is such a gorgeous cover, my goodness. So gorgeous. This is By Gaslight by Stephen Price. A dark and mesmerizing tale. I think it's steampunk? London, 1885? Or it might be, there might be another word, or gaslight, actually. No, gaslighting is a bad thing. Right? This is 731 pages. So I'm not sure if I think it's historical with a magical element, but it is hefty. But it's so pretty. So pretty. All right. Let's go. Ooh, wow. Okay, let's keep going. So let's go to this pile because it's right here. So this is, whoa. Don't mind me. So this is going to be a combination of the ones that are just the smallest, because those were the 6 huge books. Oh wait, let's go with this one, because this one's huge, but it's like very wide. Then, no clue what it could be. Hardcover. Shiny. I'm gonna have to get the scissors. What on earth is this? I still have no idea. Oh, it's the back. Okay, so, wow, okay. Myth and Magic, the art of John Howe, designer for the Hobbit films. I genuinely forgot I had this. So, that is going to be a delightful read. Oh, wow. I love looking at armor. I love drawing on armor as well. Just one of those things. All right, let's go. Okay, so now we're just going to go whatever. This could be anything. This is just the biggest of the genre, so this is obviously a lot smaller, but in terms of what was left, it was the biggest. Okay, so a totally different tone. We have Acting on Impulse by Vicki Lewis Thompson. I actually quite love Vicki Lewis Thompson. Oh, this is the second in a series, the Midnight Fantasy series. and it is Ablaze, which are the very, very, very spicy Harlequins that sadly are no more. There are no more Blazes, but I haven't read this one yet, and that looks like it's going to be very spicy. Yay! Alright, what's next? Okay, this is tonally so different. This one I know what it is because it's a square, and it's the only square book that I have. It could have been in a couple of different categories, actually. Oh, upside down. Alright, 150 stories or receipts? I don't know how to say that. That's in French. This is 150 stories by Canadians, and it was done for the Sesquicentennial, which was 2017, which was 150 years after the British North America Act. Is that what it was called? Before Canada was founded. So yeah, so it is stories of Canadians sharing stuff. So that's my square. I got that at Bookends, as I did for so many of these books. So many of these books. Okay, let's see what this one is. No idea. No idea. I had a fair amount. These are the gray books, the gray wrapping paper, and I had so many trade paperbacks that I was actually looking for one particular title, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna find it. Like there's so many that are the exact same height and the exact same width. So this one? Oh, this is actually not gray, it's black. This is the Chronoliths, I think, by Robert Charles Wilson. So this is science fiction. I'm not entirely sure where I got this. It's not. It should have been a different color. Oh well. All right. Let's see what this one is. This one is kind of really. I know it's sacrilegious that I chopped up comics. The things we do for projects. Okay, we have Wind River by Elizabeth Lane. So this looks like a historical romance. It's actually an American historical romance. Expedition to Wyoming Territory turns into nightmare when she... Oh, that's a spoiler. I'm not going to say what happens then. Oh my. She has a stoic grace, though. And... Oh, there's a need for justice, so we shall see. We shall see. Wind River. I don't think I haven't read many American romances beyond I've read a couple of like westerns, which that might be. It might be. What might this be? Let's find out. This is actually pretty. This is a pretty chunky book. Not as much as the other ones. Oh my, that is nice. Oh, yay! The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Oh, I'm excited to see this. Does this say anything? So this is the first in a series, the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. I don't know how many books it is. I remember Laini from back in the day from blogging. Like reading her blog like back then, you know, when I started blogging years and years and years ago, and so it's absolutely extraordinary to see that she's now like such a well-loved author, and it's so wonderful. So yeah, but I haven't read this book. I did read Dreamdark Blackbringer, and that was really good, and I want to read the second book, but it is so hard to find. I haven't been able to find it anywhere, and like sometimes it's on like Amazon Marketplace for like $300, and I'm like, wow. So, all right, let's go with this one. Oh, so this is again the largest of this category, but I have a weird notation on the back, so we'll see if that notation is Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Okay, so this one is, okay, so we have Sedna's Passion or A Northern Romance. Oh, by Liz Graham or okay, so this has, okay, and there's another one. This is a sequel, sorry, spoiler. This is, I couldn't understand why there were two books in the same packaging, but this is a Canadian romance series, and I think this is book 1 and this is book 2. It is the Heart's Desire series, but I had a heck of a time finding this on Goodreads, and that's because it's known as Sedna's Passion by Carmel Devine, but it's also known as Northern Romance by Liz Graham, and these are Newfoundland set romances. Newfoundland set romances. Has anyone read a Newfoundland set romance? I would love to know. Okay, let's keep this party going. So this one is skinny, but it is sort of oversized, so it counts. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what these were. Okay, so Irish Art Heritage from 2000 BC by Hilary Gilmore. Design Legacy from the Midwest. So this is a non-fiction book about Irish art heritage, which is awesome. Yes. I love art books. Oh my god, look at those patterns. Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can't wait to read that. Okay, let's see. This is another one of the trade paperbacks that are all the same size, all the same category. And the back. I'm really good at finding the back. Oh, it might be the bottom. The Memory Artist by Jeffrey Moore. I remember I got this at Value Village, and there was something, I'm trying to remember what it was. That might have been it. That made me pick it. Formulas or equations. This is actually an uncorrected proof, so it's not supposed to be resold. I don't know about that, like in secondhand stores, like it's not like it's being sold on eBay or something. I don't think anyone checks secondhand stores. I was happy to get it, and it's good to know that it's an uncorrected proof, so if I find anything that seems weird, oh yeah, look at that, it's got handwriting in it, so it's a bit of an unconventional narrative style, perhaps. Not sure. I think it's Canadian. Ingenious second novel from the winner of the Commonwealth Writers' Prize. Jeffrey Moore works as a translator and also lectures at the University of Montreal, so likely Canadian. All right, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, we have a hardcover. I don't have lots of hardcovers, which is good because I find the hardcovers hard on the hands. So, what was this? Oh! I forgot I got this. Yiddish for Pirates by Gary Barwin. This is, this was up for, I think, the Giller one year, or Canada Reads, one of the Canadian prizes. And I don't know, it might be YA. I'm looking forward to it. I love that. It's got a great cover there. I don't know much about it, but when I saw Yiddish for Pirates, I was like, I don't really need to know more. I want to know more. And bird, pirates, nautical, Yiddish, like all good things, So it's all blurby on the back, well, it looks historical. So set in 1492, so that's a pretty significant year. So maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, more. Almost there. This is, again, I didn't mean to rip her face. Apologies. It's not intentional. It's one of the things about doing the wrappings. I don't like ripping people's faces. Do not think of that. Yes! Does that name look familiar? Okay, so Deathmatch by Jason Riddler. So this is by my brother. I actually have already read this. I got impatient and bought it on Kindle. This is sort of like a thriller. It follows a guy who writes for a paper as well as works in a bookstore, and then investigates one of his buddies when there's a wrestling thing that goes awry at a pro wrestling show. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I read it last year. Last year or this year? I don't remember. It might have been this year. So I enjoyed it. It's the first in a 3-part series and like light series. So I need to go on to Con Job, which is the next book. Yay! And I think I made my brother sign it. Yes, I did. I did. Okay, moving on. I've been really, see, in this one I really regretted wrapping up because it's my brother's book and I was like, I want to find it. That's the one I wanted to find, and it's the second last that I unwrapped. So it would have taken me a while. All right, another oversized yet skinny one. Yes. Is this upside down? It is. Can't wait to read this. So, Lessons in Realistic Watercolor by Mario Andreas Robinson. My sister interviewed him for her podcast, I think last year. Oh my gosh. Such a wonderful person. And his watercolors are extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. So I'm very, very much looking forward to reading this. I don't use watercolors tons, but that just means there's more to learn and more to enjoy. So there we go. Almost there. Whew. What could this be? This is quite... Oh, that feels like deckled edges. Is it? Let's see. Let's see. Is it deckled edges? Yes, it is. Okay, so deckled edges. Upside down. Okay, Sweetwater by Michael Crummy. This was up for the, I think it was up for the Giller? Canada Council for the Arts finalist for the Governor General Literary Awards and also Globe and Mail Best Books. So this is Canadian and Newfoundland. Other Newfoundland ones. So I got 3 Newfoundland books to read set in Newfoundland. How often does that happen? This probably is the only unwrapping that has books from Newfoundland. Or maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so this is the last one. The last one. What could it, for this set? No idea. Oh, this is misfiled. Oh, okay. So this is the Nebula Award Showcase from 2009. This should have been in a different wrapping. Like I thought this was gray, but it was actually should have been with my white ones. Whoops. Okay, or purple. Anyway, misfiled. So that kind of fits that it ends up being here right at the very end. So Nebula Awards Showcase from 2009, the year's best sci-fi and fantasy selected by the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America, edited by Ellen Datlow. So science fiction and fantasy stories. So there we go. It is quite a lot of, I don't think I can't hold them all up. Not even close. Like this is half. This is actually a third. And then we have the 6 huge ones, not including By Gaslight, which is huge. Oh my gosh, that's so many pages. So many, I can't even grab the other ones. It's just too much. Anyway, that will probably, I have one more set like this. So stick around for that. I am doing unwrappings all through December. This will probably be the second last one. But if you made it all the way to the end, leave an emoji down below in the comments. That's something that has multiple colors in it, a rainbow, a wheel, a Trivial Pursuit icon. Is there such a thing? But yeah, anything that has multiple components or colors, to let me know that you watched all the way to the end. And thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I will be back soon with another video. Thanks for watching.